They say the wind always finds the weakest parts of a roof, a neighborhood, a person. I used to think that was just one of those sayings folks toss around after a storm, but let me tell you, there's more truth in it than most people care to admit. I learned that back in my FEMA days, crawling through the wreckage left behind in Joplin, Moore, Tuscaloosa, places where wind turned neighborhoods into confetti, where you could stand in front of a pile of lumber and know, just by the split and the scatter, which nail failed first, which corner was never braced, what little oversight in some architect's plan cost a family everything. That's a skill you don't want to have, but it's one I carried with me, even years later. Now I live quiet, or I try to, where you can see the storms coming 100 miles off, if you bother to look. I landed here after my wife died. Needed a place where my daughter Riley and I could start over, some spot quiet enough for the both of us to heal without reminders lurking around every corner. She's 12 now, sharp as a tack, paints sunsets like a dream, and notices things other adults miss, like wind shifts, or the way silence settles before something big. It was Riley, not the news, not the HOA, who noticed the trees first. Saturday morning, I was nursing my coffee, and she looks up from her drawing and straight lawns than the kind of wind that could peel a roof off in seconds. Our HOA, the Cedar Ridge Property Council, was run by Karen Haskins. Sweet as Splenda on the outside, iron grip underneath. She didn't much care for me, not since the day I put up storm shutters and she called them an eyesore. She once fined a single mom $250 because her kid left a tricycle on the. So I acted. I dug out a stack of laminated storm prep flyers I'd printed months ago, just in case. Checklist, contact numbers, where to go, what to watch for. I put them on doors and mailboxes. In her HOA-issued Explorer, window rolls down, she gives me that smile, the one she used when serving fines. Chicken Little again, Mr. Cole, she chirps. I point at the sky, at the rotation building. Try to explain, she laughs. Actually laughs. Then she snaps my picture. Distributing materials without board approval is a violation, she says. You'll be fined. I don't bother arguing. Some people need to be right more than they need to be safe. Back home, Riley's already stashing water, flashlights, her sketch pad down in the storm cellar. I bolt the shutters, lock the garage. Out the window, neighbors are grilling. Karen's setting up wine night on her porch. I tell you, the wind always finds the weak spots. And this time, I knew it was going to rip through more than just houses. Next morning, I woke to the sound of lawnmowers, the usual chorus for our neighborhood. But something was off. Too quiet, too thick. Thunder rolled from the south. Riley came out, still in pajamas, asking if anyone had called a warning. They hadn't. City had issued nothing but a breeze advisory. The HOA app just had a cheery update. Breezy weather, no cause for alarm. 50 comments, all thanking Karen for keeping the peace. By noon, Karen called an urgent board meeting. I almost didn't go, but I had to see, had to know. Room was packed. Karen stood up front in her best pearls, pastel blazer, queen of suburbia. We're aware of some concern being spread unnecessarily, she says, shooting a look my way. I stand up, calmly say, there's a low-pressure trough forming, classic tornadic setup. I just want people to be prepared. Karen chuckles, she really does. Mr. Cole, this isn't your FEMA unit. This is a neighborhood. People laughed. It stung. Bursts in, out of breath, pale. Dad, come look. We sprint to the end of the cul-de-sac. Out on the western ridge, a wall of clouds crawls over the sky, gray and green, rolling like an animal. It's coming, I whisper. 911 puts me on hold. County Storm Center says they're monitoring, no upgrade yet. I don't wait. I grab my radio, start a broadcast. Riley helps me get neighbors moving. Fast. Most stay. Some listen. I go to Karen's house. She's got a book club on the porch, charcuterie board, string lights. I point at the sky. This isn't rain. She just sips her tea, laughs. You're exhausting. I walk away, not knowing that'd be the last time her house looked untouched. By late afternoon, the wind went from strange to violent. Sky green as a bruise. Still no sirens. Nothing from the city. Nothing from the HOA. I pull Riley aside. Time to go underground. She grabs her stuffed owl and a flashlight. I leave the cellar door open in case others need to run. I knock on doors. This time, I don't ask. I tell. The HOA app chirps. Please disregard tornado rumors. Stable conditions. Enjoy your evening. Karen H. My blood boils. I get on the radio, call out. Coal from Cedar Ridge, Northeast Amarillo. Heavy rotation, funnel cloud sighted. Initiating neighborhood evacuation. A deputy's voice cracks back. You're on your own. I look down the street. Karen's still on her porch, sipping wine. I yell, You've got 20 minutes. She shakes her head. You're scaring people. No, I'm warning them. That's when I hear it, that roar. We dive into the cellar, slam the hatch. Darkness. Roaring. Riley squeezes my hand. Karen sobs. When the wind finally stops, it's not quiet, just a thick, humming aftermath. When we emerge, the neighborhood looks like a war zone. Fences flat, roofs gone, cars tossed like dice. Karen's house is wrecked. She collapses at the sight. Over the next hours, neighbors stagger out, dazed. I organize a tree-off center. Generator runs lights. I patch wounds, treat shock. The HOA? Nothing. No response. Just silence. Then the sheriff arrives, the fire trucks. 5 touchdowns across the HOA fines me, $7.50 for inciting panic, distributing unauthorized materials, breaking neighborhood cohesion. I read it 3 times, then nail it to a post in my yard under a sign. This is what saving lives gets you. Neighbors stop by, some whisper, some nod. Rick, the treasurer, says quietly, That's a hell of a thing to fine you for. I saw you carry her out. I nod. That night, a Sanders kid hands me a card, $60 in it. You deserve this and more. I sit on the porch, listen to the buzz of chainsaws, wonder if they'll kick us out. Riley leans into me, asks. Their website is down. Emergency line goes straight to voicemail. Karen hides out at a hotel. Me? I reinforce windows, rebuild, brace the fences. Brenda and Tom from the board show up to warn me about unauthorized modifications. I tell them, these windows saved lives. One was your niece, Brenda. She falters. They leave, nothing more to say. That evening, neighbors come by. Rick, the McKinnis, the couple I helped, standing awkward, finally admitting they were wrong. Next time, we don't wait for permission, I tell them. That night, a petition to remove Karen from the board is heavy. It hurts your ears. Riley's got that look. The news says nothing. My ham radio crackles, cells splitting, classic supercell. This time, when I sound the alarm, my own, rigged from old school. Speakers, people move. Shutters slam, kids grab bags, parents pull bikes in. The wedge tornado comes, darker, meaner than the last. We fill the cellar, Karen included. The storm shakes the house, then fades, leaving only a new kind of quiet. We come out to chaos. Pools in the street, insulation like snow, someone's sofa in a tree. Karen's in the street, screaming over her nephew. Karen resigns, voice hollow, admits she was wrong. Folks clap, not for her, but for the truth. Next day, Karen's out front, work gloves on, helping rebuild. She crosses the street, hands me a list of families needing help. I was afraid, she admits. I thought rules protected us. I was wrong. We work together, side by side, no words needed. The sun breaks through. She finds a photo of her kids. The old HOA office becomes young community hall. Rick leads a new board, no secret fines, no closed doors. I become emergency lead. Fines are gone. Volunteers step up. We build new storm shelters together, mine first, then others. Karen hauls supplies. Riley sketches murals for the walls. People dig, not out of fear, but purpose. On the storm's anniversary, we gather, hold candles. Riley reads a poem. We stood in its path, and it tore through. But when the air cleared, we were still here. Not as perfect homes, but as people. Not as fines, but as friends. Not as rules. Neighbors when it matters most. Drop your thoughts below. Tell me what you'd do, and share your own story. Because sometimes, the wind finds us all, and what matters is how we rebuild. 40.